Good morning, happy Wednesday. Welcome to September's All About Autumn Scrapbook class. How is everyone doing this morning? Check in, tell me where you're from. Good morning, Mary.
Can you see him in the video?
Huh?
Can you see him? Or no?
Maybe, but you can hardly. We have kitties here entertaining us this morning. And oh, there we are. You can see them crawling in the background. They are just full of the dickens this morning. I saw them. I think they must have been chasing a squirrel or a chipmunk or something. Must have been running outside along the window. And here you see cats flying across the countertop. So it was quite funny. So how is everyone this morning? Are you ready to scrapbook? I am. But first, I'm going to announce some winners. I've been needing to pick some winners and kind of delayed it. I've fallen behind on things, so hopefully I'll get my act together soon here. So I have Ileana Visquez and Ann Goodwood Belanger, if I pronounce that wrong.
Viquez or Viquez?
Viquez. Ileana Viquez and Ann Goodwin Belanger. So reach out to me.
What was the last one?
Ann Goodwin?
Ann Bellinger?
Bellinger?
Ann Bellinger, maybe?
Oh, it
Ann
might be
Bellinger?
Ann Goodwin
Bellinger.
Bellinger. Okay,
Yes,
see,
yes.
I am saying this wrong. Good thing Chris is here to correct me.
And they're
So,
both on the team. Both these.
so good. You guys will understand. Good morning, Hildy. Reach out to me. Get me your contact information, and I will get you out some goodies. You guys each get a sampler pack of some of the new DSP that's out right now. So I will get those prizes out to you soon, as I've got kits to mail and other goodies. So like I said, send me a message and let me know how to get these to you guys. So let's maybe I'll just take a moment while everyone's kind of hopping on, and I will show you some goodies here. I received some goodies at the Creative Escape and some cards in the mail and stuff like that. So maybe I'll show you guys that this morning. And maybe we'll even get free entertainment from cats. You never know what might be happening. And we've got it on video, so maybe we'll, you know, win America's Funniest Videos or something over here. So here's what I've got. I've got a bunch of goodies. Christine made us some goodies at the Escape with some hot cocoa in it. It's a cute little box using, I forget what the set's called. What's the set called? Oh, Tricks and Treats. Yes, I should know it. I used it, but you know, all those names. And then Mary, I believe Mary, you're the one that made me this cute little bee box and little Sprite Tic Tacs. I think it is so cute. Bee eggs. So thank you. And Deanna Stell, some love from Michigan, cute little stamp there. She made a cute little treat box here, and along with this beautiful fall card. This is a great way to display all of your pretty DSP and stuff. I believe this is from Gwen, all the way from Hawaii. Made this beautiful card with a nice little fun fold here. And Karen Wet Sign, I love this. Got a little bit of gold on here. Really pretty card, Karen. And I believe this one is from Dion Miller. I love the colors. It's so soothing and relaxing, all these pretty greens together. And this is from Karen Cotton, another cute fun fold with the daisy set. Really cute. I love it. I haven't done this technique yet, so I should have to try it. And I believe this one's from Pat Settle. Isn't that monkey cute? Just swinging by to say hi. How cute. And this is the fracture technique. I have not done this one either yet. Emily Busca sent this one, so really cute.
You were looking for a technique class for November.
Oh, that's what Chris said. I was going to do what? I changed my technique class for November just because I feel like I'm kind of doing it now this month with the scrapbooking class. So I had mentioned watercoloring, but would you guys rather see a fractured card instead? Let me know. Say in the comments there. So there's some techniques there I could show for you guys. And the other thing is I did them bones, or bag of bones suite for my display board for the Autumn Creative Escape. And so here are a sampling of some of the cards I made. This one is a shaker card using the glow-in-the-dark paper here. And we'll actually be making this card later this month, so you guys will get to see that in the upcoming weeks here. And this one, I believe I just cased it from the catalog. So the catalog always has such great ideas. They have a sheet in there that's kind of like the Memories and More packs. So I cut that up and was able to make a bunch of cute little cards using that. Quick and easy cards. I thought this was cute, just kind of a little selfies going on with the skeletons, getting their photos taken. Oh, this Frankenstein, I really love him. I think he's cute. And I haven't played with these set of framelits yet, so it was fun playing with this. So it comes in a 2-pack. So you have like the sunburst and then some swirls or waves, I guess. So that was using those framelits. Threw in a little bit of watercoloring because I like to watercolor. Or use blends, whichever. I like to color in general. Another simple, this was using one of those sheets that is kind of like a Memories and More card. Just a simple basic card. This goes with, so this one actually is these 3 cards. You take 3 pieces of DSP and you cut them all the same, and you interchange the 3 DSPs. So each card has a different section on it. And this, some of you guys saw with the Abundant Mass. Hello, Sherry, watching all the way from Indiana. This was one of the Abundant Beauty masks. This is using the Houndstooth, and we heat embossed that one. And we have a Bonjour, a little skeleton here, and this is one of the framelits. It makes a cute little coffin. And this guy, he's ready to do his little Fred Astaire going on. So these were some of the things I created for the escape. So I thought I'd share that with you guys really quick. And then I'll show you what's coming up for October when we're done here, but we will get started with our scrapbook. Okay, Chris saved the day for me again. I had to steal some white paper from her. I forgot something like I usually do, it seems. So here is our fall layout here. Pretty, pretty. I just love it. It screams fall. We are entering fall right now. We're seeing the leaves change around here. So lots of fun stuff happening. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is start off with our pecan pie and our distressed tile embossing folder. Okay, and what we're going to do, we're going to do both these pages right away at the same time. Get some scratch paper here. We are going to ink up our embossing folder. There's 2 sides to your embossing folder. One is a little bit more smooth, and that would be the side that has the logo on it, the Stampin' Up! Logo, and one side that's a little bit more raised and a little bit rougher. That, I guess, would be the side that says Stampin' Up! Made in China here. So that's the side we're going to ink up. And we're just going to take our ink pad and lightly tap it. Now you guys can see the design of the embossing folder a little bit more. I'm actually going to stamp off with it. I don't want my ink as bold. And all I'm doing here is I close my folder and I'm just tapping gently onto my sheet of paper. So then you get that image right there. And then I'm going to take my white paper and I'm going to start up in the left-hand corner and make sure I don't dip anything into my ink pad here. Place it in here like this, and I'm just going to close my folder and tap randomly. You don't need to print the whole thing unless you want to. I'm just gonna stamp up here. I didn't see anything up there. And I'm gonna move it down, do it again. And you get about 3 times going down. And just press it in all different ways like that. Okay? Really easy, and you just get a little bit of texture. I'm not looking for a solid image back there. I'm just looking for light texture. I'm going to ink up my embossing folder again to do the bottom now. Remember to use your scratch paper unless you want full strength. That's fine too if you want full strength. We'll flip our paper around and we'll do the same thing. And you might get a few little lines along where the embossing folders meet up. That's okay because your DSP, your mats, all of that is going to cover it. So you won't really, and you really don't notice the lines all that much. And I see a spot up here that looks kind of blank. So I'm just gonna go through and tap, and another spot right here. That's the nice thing about this folder. It's a distress folder, so the image isn't solid, it's kind of broken up. So you can go back in if you got some white space that you want to fill in and tap it in there, and it doesn't really matter which way you kind of go around doing it. It blends in really, really nice. Okay, so we have one sheet done. We're gonna go through and do the other. Now, another way you can do this when you're making a card is to go through and ink up, put your paper in, and you can actually run it right through your embossing machine. Grab your scratch paper one more time. What's everyone have going on this week? We have a big week here. And we're just gonna go through and do the same thing on this sheet. Big week here, it's homecoming week here. So we have Spirit Week going on, and we have a football game on Friday along with the parade. My youngest will be playing in the band for the game and the parade, and my daughter will be there with her girlfriends hanging out, hopefully not causing any trouble. And I think it sounds like we might have some sleepovers and a bunch of girls coming over to get ready. Things like that this weekend for us. So it's going to be a busy weekend for us. And the great thing too is all you have to do is rinse these folders off when you're done. They clean up really, really nice. Okay, then we're going to do the other end of our page. Oh, I almost hit my ink pad there, guys. And slide it down. One more time. And I got a few white spots that I'm just gonna go in and fill in Now I am using basic white for this one, but you can use vanilla with this also. Some people actually thought that I used the vanilla to do this because by the time we sponge this and once we've added this pecan, it actually makes it look softer and closer to vanilla.
Show us the benefit cards one more time too, and tell people.
Oh yeah,
what-
do you have them over there?
Yeah.
I brought them Friday, and I will show you guys the benefit cards too. We have, how many signed up so far?
We have 61 signed up.
61 people signed up for the benefit coming October
I lied, 69.
October 5th?
7th?
7th, okay.
Or 9. I'm sorry, 69.
We have 69 signed up so
And
far,
there's 10 left. There's 10 left.
and there's 10 spots left. So if anyone still wants to get in on that, let Christine know. Then I'm going to bring in my blending brush. You could use a sponge if you don't have blending brushes, or a sponge dauber, whichever is your preference in tools to play with. And all I do is I tap, and then I go on my paper a little bit, and then from there, I kind of lightly go around in circular motions. So we're almost getting kind of like a coffee stain or a tea stain look to this. But I always start off my page just so you don't get a really dark spot. And this doesn't need to be even or exactly coated the same. It's good to have dark spots and light spots. And you can bring this color in as far as you want. Just remember, a lot of it's going to be covered up with your DSP and your mat and your leaves and things like that. So, okay, so we have page 1 done. And look at the difference. This looks so bright and white, and then when you put this next to it, how much that softens it and gives it more of a vanilla cream look to it.
You can tell people that I'm feverishly typing out the them bones tutorial.
I was just listening to that. So Chris is over here working hard, typing away. I can hear all the clacking, and I'm going, oh man, she types so much faster than I do. But she is getting tutorials done. She is punching out the them bones tutorials. So if anyone is waiting for those,
It'll be out today.
they're on their way.
Well, it'll be out before the end of the day.
It'll be up before the end of the day. So be patient, and they'll be on their way. Those of you who took the album class from me on Friday, I am still working on those tutorials. This tutorial is done. I just didn't get it sent, but it will be sent to you guys today too. So hopefully I'll get both of those done today, and I can get back to creating. I'm a little bit of a slower typer and not as good with the computer skills, so it does take me quite a bit longer. Chris told me she got out 9 tutorials the other day in a couple hours, and I'm thinking, I maybe get 1 done in that time. So yeah, quite funny. I'll get there, guys, I promise. So for our first page, we actually don't need any DSP. So we're gonna start with our first page. And of course, here are our 2 mats. And as always, it's great to save paper in your mats. So you can punch out, we punched out the fall letters out of the middle of your mats here to save paper. So for this side, you are going to need the 2 mats. You have a piece of copper clay label. You have 2 of these leaves here. And these come from the artistic, I'll show you the framelits that we've all used for this set. So this leaf here comes from the artistic set. We use these I think this is the essential, yep, nested essential die. So we have 2 of those, and this is what I used for the coffins. So these make really cute coffins. And alphabet a la mode dies. So these were the dies I used to get you your fall letters, and of course the autumn leaves dies, which I have completely fallen in love with. I could probably do fall cards forever with this set. And the paper, of course, is absolutely beautiful too. So we're gonna use 2 of our large maple leaves, a label, and you have 2 sets of letters. It's up to you if you want to use both or just one. They are a little thin to work with here. So we're basically mimicking each side here. So you're going to need 2 for each side. And 2 leaves and our letters. So you have 2 sets of letters, one out of the pretty peacock, and then we have the really pretty oxidized paper, and it comes in 2 colors. It comes in the pretty peacock with copper, or I believe it's pecan pie with copper. So both really pretty. So here I use the pecan pie with copper, and then for the letters I use the blue, or greenish, bluish, whatever you want to say, the pretty peacock and copper for the letters. So really pretty. So now this next thing that you do here is optional. What I'm doing here is I'm going to take some of my pecan pie with my brush here, and I'm going to kind of weather my edges, or you know how the leaves change in the fall and they get those brown edges to them as they're changing. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to put all my leaves over here. So this gives you an idea. So basically 2 full sets of leaves are going to go on this one page, and then the other set will be for our other page. So I'm just going to go along the edges, and I'll just give it a little bit of rustic texture. See the difference in the 2 leaves? I don't know how well the camera picks that up, but it just gives a little bit of definition to your edges. I'm going to put a little bit more. I hear kitties, they're bouncing. So if you haven't figured out, fall is my favorite time of year. I like the cool, crisp weather. I don't handle the heat as well. I don't like winter necessarily either, but I do my best. I like the fall, crisp air, a light long sleeve or a light sweatshirt. What else do we have going on in the hive, Chris?
The Fun Folds class is all not kitted, it's all designed, and we have like 3 spots left.
Chris has a Fun Folds class coming up, and I think she's got like,
yep, like
3 sets left.
No,
So
if that.
So if
people
you
should-
want to
people-
claim one,
If they should check with me before
Yes.
claiming one. They should definitely check to see if I have any left.
So check with Chris if she has any left. The Wounded Warrior Project is, I believe, World Card Making Day, right?
Yes, it is World Card Making Day.
It's World Card Making Day, so it's a great day to get out and create some cards.
And if people want to make the donation and they can't be in person, they'll still get the cards.
So, what is it, $30, right?
$30
It's a $30 donation
Plus shipping.
plus shipping.
And there's a bonus card.
And there's a bonus red, white, and blue card using the
with a
truck
flag
on
on
it
it.
with a flag. It's super cute.
It's designed in our heads, but not on
It's,
paper.
yes, it's not completely designed, but it's there. Chris, my buddy, she loves this time of year because it's hockey season for her. She has a love of hockey, so big fan there. So we have these 5 cards all designed for you guys.
So there's
for
still
the-
space in person, otherwise if they're not local, they
I
can
think,
definitely get
yes,
mailed.
we have 10 spots left for in person, but you
Or
can
mailing.
always get them mailed and shipped to you. For those on the team, we've got On Stage coming up. That's pretty exciting. So that means a new catalog coming our
We
way.
get the catalog as part of our registration.
Even though we're just starting with this catalog, right? But you know, it's how it goes. It goes so fast. I don't know where the month of September has gone, to be honest. I feel like I blinked, and I was just telling Chris this morning, I was thinking about my October technique class, and I thought, so it's Monday the 2nd was what it was originally scheduled for, and I honestly thought that was just like my teaser video that I give you guys. I do one of the projects, and I had totally forgotten. I already did that teaser video. There's been so much going on between back to school and making sure my board was ready for the escape and things like that. Like, I feel like I blinked and the month of September is over already. I can't, I just can't believe it. So,
Feel the same way.
yeah, guys. So, and then I've at work, my clients, they're all like, I need to book my Christmas appointment. I'm like, I barely have my kids in school and you guys are talking Christmas already? Oh man, I don't even want to think about the holidays yet. Crazy how fast this time just flies by and can sneak away from us. So, anybody else feel the same way? Chris says she does. And I'm doing my other set of leaves for the other page too right away. So Carissa, what's your favorite team? I don't even know that.
Admirals.
Oh, the Admirals. Appleton, Green Bay?
Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee Admirals. Okay. So Stampin' Up! Needs a hockey set, so we can do a hockey scrapbook page, I'm guessing. All right, so I've got all my leaves done now, even my fingertips a little bit. Okay. So we'll put these ones aside. This is for the next page. And I will remove this piece of paper out of the way. Okay. Let's get into the fun. All right, so now it's time. We're gonna adhere our 2 pieces. I kind of have them centered in my page, and then we're gonna leave a little gap here. Make sure that your label covers it up, but something like that, okay guys? we go. Now with my letters, there's a couple options that you could have. Like I said, you can do the letters individually or you can put them together. I'm going to put them together. So I'm going to take one of my pretty peacocks and one of my oxidized paper, and I'm going to kind of layer them. Now they're kind of thin, so we have, you could also use, I believe it's called the self-adhesive, like you could run it through. They have self-adhesive sticker sheets that you could run through, here we go, your embossing machine, and these would be all glued together really easy without having to use the liquid glue. And I just kind of offset them just a little bit. I just wanted my letters a little bit thicker. So just like that. Carissa says that she has the hockey set that Stampin' Up! Made a long time ago, so she could use probably another one, right, Carissa? Because you could never have too much of something you love. Right? Just like our stamps in our craft rooms, you can never have too much. Tyler would say there's a thing as too much glitter. There should be no glitter, he says.
Mm-hmm.
But they heard him and they changed the paper. Well, we'll let Tyler have credit for that. They changed the paper so it doesn't,
Or Tyler.
yeah, doesn't glisten too much all over. It stays on the paper more
The
now.
Night of Navy ribbon is not controlled.
Chris says the Night of Navy paper though or ribbon is not controlled. So I haven't played with that yet, so I haven't experienced that, but I'm sure it's coming because, you know, it's got glitter, guys. Okay, so now we have our letters done. I'm going to glue them now onto, and they need dies to go with it. I agree. I think they should make dies for every stamp set. That would be I feel like that's what they should do. Just every single stamp set should have a die. I don't like to fussy cut, so die cutting is my jam. Now there are others who love to fussy cut. They think it's therapeutic. Not me. Now you would think it wouldn't bother me so much. That's what I do all day. I cut hair all day long, and you would think that would just be nothing, just cutting, but cutting paper is way different than cutting hair. Okay, then we will adhere this to our other label. I didn't put these on very straight, guys. Whoops. And if I peel them up, they'll make a mess. So we'll just leave them as is. They'll be the way that they are. Okay, and then I like to put my label down right away and tuck everything kind of around it. Oops, I took the whole part of this off, so there's no sticky. How's the weather by everyone today? We've had a couple days now where it's been kind of just gloomy and rainy, and which we probably have needed the rain, but then you don't get to get out and enjoy the fall weather as much. So now we're gonna take our leaves here, and I'm only gluing mostly the bottom half down, just because I want movement in this so that I can tuck the leaves into it. So we're gonna just go like that and do the same thing on the other side, except I'm gonna poke a few of these out yet. And make a mess and have all these little ones all over. So do I have any big Halloween fans in here? Is anyone a big fan of Halloween? They have any Halloween traditions or things they like to do? We like to go up north. Usually we try to. It's our anniversary coming up in a couple weeks here, and my husband and I like to go up north to Door County and spend the day sampling some wine and picking up food, of course, and going out to eat and just enjoy the drive, going around and seeing the colors. So we try to do that, or at least take a drive somewhere. We have the Kettle Moraine area around here too, which is a nice place to go through and drive to see the colors. Hello, Penny, all the way from Florida. How's the weather by you guys? I hope it's cooled off a little bit. I doubt it. It's probably still 90s at least, and hot and humid yet in Florida. Okay, so now we have our leaves in here. Now we're gonna take these guys, I made a mess here, and start putting these in here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, guys? Here we go. We're gonna peel our label off because I forgot to put some thread in here. And we get our thread from the autumn ribbon here. So I'm gonna take, like, I don't know, that long of a piece, so maybe like 5 inches or so. And you can take and pull the threads out. Usually if you just pick one thread, all of a sudden it starts to pull apart. Here we go. So you pull it like this. Merry wet fall days, yep. So you just keep pulling this one string and it pulls it all out like this. And you almost get like, get this, oops, my hand's in the way, sorry guys. Get this nice bunch of threads here. There we go. And you could do something with this piece. I haven't done anything with it. I'm just gonna throw that piece away. But now we have all these little threads here. And I'm gonna put a piece of tear tape in the center. Right in through here. And right in through here. And we're gonna just grab a bunch of those threads. Almost I kind of like the look of them, that they almost look like, I don't know, they kind of look like wheat almost in a way when they're put together like this. And my strands aren't straight, and I'm actually going to cut them in half here. flip my label over and just kind of stick them through. Like that. And the same goes on this side. Oops. Just gonna have a little mess back here. No rhyme or reason to how I just kind of laid them on here, and I like having them different lengths. You could cut them all the same length, but I like them all being different and haphazard and not as neat and precise. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and now because I tore this off, I'm just gonna add a little liquid glue to my dimensions again, just to give it, make sure that it all sticks down. Yeah, Carissa, I love this ribbon too. It's so versatile. You can take and shred it like this. You can make a thick strip with it. There's so many things that you can do with it, and it adds some cool texture to your pages. And it just reminds me of fall. And then the copper ribbon of two, it's all shimmery and pretty. So now is where I'm gonna go through here and just kind of arrange my leaves first before I glue them down. Make sure I get them in the way that I want them to be. I think I'm gonna go down a little bit further here. There we go. Like that. We'll tuck this one in here like that. We'll tuck that in there. And all I'm doing is trying to pretty much hide the white space in here. So there we go, just like that. So then when we get it kind of arranged the way you want, add some dimensionals, some glue. And then you've got a little bit of sparkle. Oops. Now the other thing I did with the other layouts that I made was I used the enamel metallic, what is it? Enamel metallic, let me think of what it's called. They come in a 3-pack. It's silver, gold, and copper.
Sparkle gems.
No,
The neutral
No, the
sequin?
liquid.
Oh, the liquid. Enamel?
Enamel something. It'll come to me, guys. And I took and put, it's a liquid. That's really gonna bother me. You have it sitting right here.
There, yeah.
So it's the Enamel Effects Basics. So it comes in a 3-pack. You get copper, silver, and gold in 1 pack, and white, red, and silver maybe in the other pack. And I took and put a bunch on a I can't talk and tuck leaves at the same time, guys. Put a bunch on an artist palette. You could use your silicone mat, and took a paintbrush and took the edges of my paintbrush and just kind of brushed it over the edges and on my leaves here, just to give it a little bit of a copper shimmer. There we go, and I'll show you that shimmer. And you guys, I totally forgot another part. I got distracted somehow and forgot. Guess what we forgot to add? These pieces. So before you glue your mats down, guess what? These pieces, oh my goodness. Okay, here's the copper part. I don't know if you guys can see it. There you go. I just took my paintbrush and did it along the edges there. And I did the same thing with my leaves. So this would be the first thing you do. And you go like this. You just add this. So start with this, guys. I didn't have it all laid out. I pulled everything out but these pieces and totally forgot. So this is how this goes. Hi, Jay Thomas. So you put these on first, then you do your pretty peacock mats. So I forgot a step, but it's just as beautiful, you guys. And if you don't want those, see, you don't need them. I do this on purpose, you guys, just to keep you guys on your toes and see if you're paying attention to me. And I must have pulled this guy off while I was pulling things up and out and around. All right. I knew something looked a little off, but I couldn't figure it out. So now you guys know I forgot a whole step in here. But it's okay. Looks just as nice. All right. So we got our leaf over here. This back one, to see on the back of this dimensional. Hildy, you're liking this? Wonderful. I'm gonna put this guy over this way. And you could put your label on last, but I I don't know, I feel like I'm tucking things into my label, so I prefer to put my label on first, but then again, some of your threads might get in your way. So it's up to you how you like to do your page, but like I said, I like to tuck things in, so, and then I just pull my threads over the top. And who doesn't love these colors? These colors are absolutely gorgeous. And you don't usually think of pink being a color for fall, but this moody mauve is really pretty with all of these colors. So there we go. One page done, minus one part. Yes, Mary, when you're talking about the letters here, yes, I did offset it. I felt like with the pretty peacock letters, they helped show off the copper paper just a little bit more by giving it an outline. So you can see right here, you can see the peacock over here, and then you can see the oxidized paper was over here. So they are really thin to kind of glue together. Like I said too, sometimes if you had these dies at home or were using another die, they have the adhesive sheets that you could cut out along with the letters, and then they would be self-adhesive and it would be easier to glue together instead of using your liquid glue. But yeah, so I did offset them just so that the letters were bigger, and I think the pretty peacock helps those letters stand out just a little bit more. So, okay, we have one of our pages done. On to our next one. Our next one, you're gonna need 4 pieces of the Autumn DSP. Now in mine, I used the pattern ones. I didn't use, they have the other side that has the metallic one. I think I'll use the metallic one today. We'll see as I'm cutting here and pulling out what I have left. But I have the pumpkins, there's the books. I think that must be a chair, fall leaves. And so you're gonna take 4 of these sheets. So these sheets are 6 by 6. And we're gonna cut them down to 5 by 5. So what should my color combo be? We'll do this, this, and this maybe? Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. How's that sound, guys? So we're doing this one just a little bit different, not using, we're using more the specialty side of this paper. Okay, and we're gonna cut them down to 5 by 5. And these strips go great on a card, so hang on to those strips. I'm not a pink person, but I do have to say I really like this moody mauve. At least with all of these color combinations. I think it's just very striking. Okay, and then after you've cut these each down to 5 by 5, we're gonna cut these on a diagonal. So you're gonna put it in like a diamond. Put your corners in the center here. And slice. So you're gonna have 2 pieces like this of each one. This paper is just so pretty, you guys. I don't know how many of you maybe have this already, but it is gorgeous. It's hard to pick which side to use because they are both so pretty. You get all the beautiful colors of fall on one side, and you still get the fall colors, but this copper that they have through here is just super pretty. Okay, so you're going to take your other piece here, and we're going to mix and match our patterns. Now you could keep them the same, but I am going to do like this, and you're going to leave a little space between each of them. And then we'll have to decide which page we like more. Should we do it like that? Right here. I'm gonna offset my colors. So we're basically doing the same, but on opposite corners. So just like that. Really simple, really easy, and another great way for you guys to use 6x6 paper on a 12x12 layout. So here we go. So I'm gonna center this kind of best I can. I eyeball everything. Not going to be perfect. And then we're gonna adhere these down. But that's the other thing about sponging our edges too with the pecan pie, is that you get a little bit softer look. You don't have that stark white. Vanilla can be used too with this, so. But I really like the look that the pecan pie gave me. Is the autumn paper restocked yet?
Nope.
No, I think October 9th or something like that is what it says right now. And what's the ribbon? Is the ribbon the 9th too, or is that the 23rd of October for the ribbon? So when it comes in, get it as fast as you can, I guess. This has been a hot catalog, I'm thinking, that they've been running out of things, but we're all doing the best we can here, and so for those of you who are demonstrators, keep your eye on the inventory list. If there's something you really want, watch for it to come in and get on there and order it when it comes in. I don't think I could ever have enough of this paper. I just love it. It might be one of those papers that I have to hoard. I don't know about anybody else, but might have to hoard this one. And remember, you can take any of these layouts and just change your DSP up. Now that I'm looking at it, guys, I should have done my paper the other way on this corner, but oh wow. Oh, Linda, that's so good to hear that this is giving you new life to scrapbooking again. That's what I'm hoping this will do, is help inspire you guys to get out there and scrapbook again. And then we're gonna place our pages like this. I should say this is our matte pieces. We're gonna place it like this, slightly off center. Like that. And then I will pop up the second one here. So are any of you making your pages along with me? Or do you all wait and do them later after you've seen the video? What do you guys like to do? I myself prefer to watch the videos first and then go back. Because you never know what...
You make your mistakes first.
Yes, you let me make my mistakes and then you guys can go back and not make those same mistakes like I did. Like I probably could have shifted this over more, but I didn't. So it is what it is, guys. Live TV, this is what we do. Okay. We're gonna stamp on here, on our little white label here. On the other one I did, Autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. So maybe I'll just put I'm thankful. Oops. See, here's more of those threads. I saved them so I can do more stuff, right? Instead, I'm going to have them all over in my stamps. Okay, never mind. It doesn't fit on that label. So we'll go back to our original. Mary, you're laying them out and finding pictures. Good job. And I'm going to use Early Espresso. You could use pecan pie. There we go. And we're going to use our copper ribbon. It's so pretty. Check out this copper ribbon, you guys. It's so shimmery and pretty. I love it. Everything is sticking to me today, guys. I think that happens to me every time I come in here. So we're going to take a little bit of our tear tape. I've got these little threads all over, you guys, making a mess. That means the creativity is flowing, right? So I'm going to weave my ribbon back and forth here. So just like that. And we will cut our tails. Like so. And then I'm going to put another piece of tear and tape. And then of course we're going to add more of those threads because we've got them, so we might as well use them, right? Okay. So there, we've got like just a bunch here that I put on the back of there. I'm going to set that aside for a moment. And I will put on our piece here. But what I did here was I actually cut it apart. Like so. So just about in half. Like this, because I really want it to go up like that. So we will glue this down here. Like that. And we will get our big leaf again. And another thing I did on the other page is I actually took and I ruffled up the edges just to give them a little more texture too. So we'll do that, and then we'll tuck this guy underneath him. Like that. Okay. And now I am going to put my label on. And I'll put a dimensional on the top and the bottom because we already have the thickness in the middle from the ribbons. So just like that. And we'll tuck our leaves in and we are almost done here, guys. Tuck this in over here. And I think we'll do this guy over here. I think I have the perfect pictures for this. Chris's brother actually got married this summer out in the wheat field, and my husband actually performed the wedding, so we are all nice and dressed up for this. Good morning, Karen. And I think this will be the perfect page to put a few of those photos on. My dress was actually really close to this color for the wedding, so Thank you for sharing, Karen. I appreciate the love. So, the challenge for this week is I will post this video on my glitter and ink page. And if you guys would be so kind as to share this video, let me know that you have shared, and I will enter you guys into a drawing. I don't know what this week's prize will be, but I'm sure I can find some goodie that we can send out, because who doesn't like prizes, right guys? One more and we are all done, guys. There we go. What do we think? So here is our page we made today, and here is the original page that we made. So which one do you guys like better? Do you like the one with just the copper DSP, or do you like the different fall colors? Hard to pick. I like them both myself. So you guys will have to let me know. And of course, we are going to have to finish off. Uh-oh, where are they, guys? Everything's right in front of me. So it goes. I forgot the little gems. Where are they? Oh, here they are. They're right here. Don't forget, we've got these cute autumn dots. And they have little, I think it looks like copper sparkles. So add them to your page. And I will add it to our other page. And this is where, you guys, I forgot to put on the brown corners, so don't forget to put your corners on here like this, so it'll meet like that. Thank you, Linda, for sharing. So this is how my original layout was. This is how this morning's layout went. So both look just as pretty, but I feel like you just get a little more color. I just got ahead of myself. I really, I got excited to scrapbook with you guys this morning. So can be done either way. And that was an 8.5 piece of espresso cardstock. And then I diagonal cut that in half. Oops, that one didn't take the sticky with it. Okay, so remember, go to my Facebook page and share the video, like, comment. We'll enter you guys into a drawing and we'll go from there. Then I also have, I think I want a different color, guys. I have October stuff to show you guys real quick, and then I'll let you go. So there has been a slight change. We've kind of just fallen behind here a little bit. I have, and Chris was mentioning she kind of was a little bit too. So this class was actually scheduled for next week, Monday. We actually pushed it out a week. So it was originally scheduled for the 2nd, and I believe we have now pushed it to the 9th because we just didn't get, I didn't get the cover photos sent, and we haven't had time to get emails sent out and things like that. So we pushed it out a week. So next week is the RSVP for this class. This is October's technique class, and we're using the tricks and treats and them bones. So we're going to be making, I already did the video for Little Frankenstein. I totally forgot I did that video. So much has happened this month. So we're going to make this little treat box, and we're also going to make our little coffin treat box. And this is a good size box, I will say. You can fit lots of goodies in here. I've got 3 mini like M&Ms, Milky Ways in here, and this one could probably hold 2 little mini bars depending on the size of the bars. Oh, 2 might be pushing it, but anyway, so we're going to make these 2 boxes, and we have 2 cards here to go along with it. So that is October's technique, and like I said, we moved it to October 9th, I believe is that Monday. So we'll be doing that then. And this was also another box I used. So this kit here, the Tricks and Treats, actually comes with a framelit that makes this box. So this box and this box were both made from that framelit. So really cute. So I have that coming up, and then the end of October's scrapbook class is going to have a Halloween theme using them bones. So here is layout 1, and then layout 2. So in this one, I did use the smoky slate 12 by 12 paper in the neutrals set, so you will need that. So if any of you need to order that pack of paper, please let me know. You could use the white 12 by 12 and sponge on some smoky slate ink if you want, just to add color to it, but just so you guys all know, that is not included in the kit, so you will need to get your own smoky slate 12 by 12, and it's in the neutrals pack. Anyone else have any questions yet for me today before we go? Those are my 2 classes I have coming up. Beginning of November, I will be having a card buffet in person and live, so we'll be doing both of those. And as far as the time goes for the in-person, that will be we'll see how many people are looking and are interested in it. If we have enough to just combine both times, right now we have it scheduled like 8 to 12 or 9 to 12, whatever, to do a class in the morning and do a class in the afternoon from like 12 to 4 and 8 to noon. So if there's enough to just combine both classes, then we might do it like 10 to 2, and I'll be doing the live later that evening or later that afternoon, depending how many people sign up for that class. So, but that class will be in person and live. And when is the SB class? Which class is that? Mary. I guess I'm not sure what SB class. Is that the scrapbooking class? Is that what you mean? So anyways, the card buffet will be in person and online. So with that, you'll get to pick 6 different cards. Those of you taking the online course will get all 6 cards. Those of you taking in person will be able to choose which cards and how many you want of each card. So, but we're still working on the details yet, and those cards are in the work right now. So, yeah, those cards are under construction, and I'm also looking at adding a class for the new papers that we have. Oh, the new, what are they? What are they called? I forget. But there's 4 new papers that come, online exclusives. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm looking to do a class with those hopefully in November. Mary, the next October scrapbook class is the end of October. Let me grab my notebook quick. I'm sorry, not November, October. October 25th will be the next scrapbook class. So, like I said, the October technique class, we moved it to the 9th, so there was a change in that. And then Wednesday, the 25th, will be the October scrapbook class. So, reach out to me if you guys want to sign up for any of those classes. And in the meantime, keep stamping, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, I believe, or a week and a half or so. So, and then I'll have probably stories to share about homecoming with you guys. So, anyways, have a great day. Keep stamping.